Girl plays violin to fund her chemo, then a billionaire walks by and shocks everyone. The soft strains of a violin drifted through the busy streets of Manhattan, weaving their way between the honking cabs and hurried footsteps of office workers. The source of the melody was a young girl, no older than 14, standing near the entrance of Central Park. She was frail, her head wrapped in a simple blue scarf to cover what chemotherapy had stolen from her. But when she played, her music soared, defying the weakness in her limbs and the fatigue in her eyes. Her name was Emily Carter. Emily had once been a prodigy, a rising star in the world of classical music. But 6 months ago, she was diagnosed with leukemia. Her mother, a single parent juggling 2 jobs, had already emptied their savings to pay for treatments. Now, with the next round of chemotherapy looming and medical bills piling up, Emily took matters into her own hands. If her music could bring people joy, maybe it could also bring them the money she so desperately needed. So every afternoon, she stood in that very spot, playing her violin with a sign at her feet, playing to fund my chemo. Every note is hope. People stopped. Some listened, some dropped a few dollars into the open violin case. A few took videos, sharing them online with captions about her courage. But the truth was, the coins and bills barely scratched the surface of what she needed. Then, one chilly November evening, something extraordinary happened. A sleek black limousine slowed to a stop across the street. The door opened, and out stepped a man in a crisp suit, his silver hair combed back neatly. He looked familiar, too familiar. A murmur spread through the growing crowd. It was Richard Langford. The billionaire tech mogul. The one whose name was on half the skyscrapers in the city. The one who had built an empire from nothing and now owned companies worth billions. People whispered, some pulled out their phones, unsure why he was here. Langford didn't hesitate. He strode right up to Emily, his eyes fixed on her. As she played the final notes of Ave Maria, her fingers trembling from exhaustion, he clapped, loud, deliberate. Then, he did something no one expected. He knelt beside her. "Emily," he said, his voice warm, "do you know why I stopped?" She shook her head, gripping her violin. "I've heard music in the greatest concert halls of the world. But yours carries something rare." He paused. "It carries heart." The crowd leaned in. What was happening? Langford reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a check. He placed it gently into her violin case. When Emily looked down, her breath caught. $1 million. Gasps erupted. Camera shutters clicked. Emily's mother, who had just arrived from her shift at the diner, nearly collapsed in shock. Tears welled in Emily's eyes. Why would you do this for me?" she whispered. Langford smiled, his own eyes glistening. "Because when I was a boy,